Good morning or afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Those of you that follow me, remember to share and subscribe to my channel, and I would really love it if you got me more subscribers just so I can get my custom URL, because I really do enjoy these demonstrations while I am expanding my journey on trying new makeup things while improving my makeup skills at the same time, while also helping you improve your personal makeup skills with me while I'm working on improving mine as well. So we're just going to start back off with my base, like as always. I almost considered shaving off my eyebrows just to try something different, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I haven't made that decision. All right. So this time, I'm going to be doing a fun little experiment with something that I did a few days ago. So I took, I want to say, 5 of my eyeshadows that I have used them so much to the point where I could see the bottom of the pan, of like 5 different MAC eyeshadows in different shades of blues and greens. And I scraped them out into a little empty makeup pan that I had that was a loose eyeshadow pan. And chopped it up and stirred it into that to create a new color. I want to say I mixed 2 or 3 shades of green and 2 or 3 shades of blue and a silver. It was either 5 or 6 total. I want to say it was more like 3 different shades of blue, 2 different shades of green, and then the 1 silver. And it created a new color. So I may play around with that today, because I'm very curious to see what it looks like. But then again, I may try to do a very natural eyeshadow look today, because I have a new lipstick that I got in the mail the other day from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And I think I want to try to do a neutral eye with what little bit of makeup I have in my makeup box, because with this whole quarantine thing that we have to do, which as of Friday got extended to May 18th before the beauty shops can open, with the possibility of that date being extended again, this is probably honestly the third time that the date has been extended. Yes, because I was supposed to go back to work on Tuesday. But the first time I was supposed to go back to work was April 27th, which that didn't happen. So, yeah. Which is totally fine. I would rather have my health. This is the highlight, by the way. I'm using concealer for my highlight. Don't forget under the eyes. I'm actually going to put some on my lid too, now that I think about it. And a little bit more down my nose. And do. Alrighty. I feel like I should have used my bigger sponge today, but I don't know why I decided to use my little baby Jeffree Star Morphe sponge for this part. Oh, well. Alrighty. Okay, now for my contour. Actually, before I move on to my contour, Cupid's bow. I always like to have my Cupid's bow highlighted. I feel like it gives me extra shape. I see all these awesome makeup looks, and everyone's lips always look like their Cupid's bow always looks awesome. So I'm obsessed with highlighting my Cupid bow area because I want that extra right there, especially when I am doing a lip color that is very noticeable. I like it to feel like there's extra something there. So again, we contour under the jawline. And then we need the forehead. Top of the brow bone to your temple, and then you connect your dot with a slight curve shape. Okay? And then don't forget to contour your nose. You know, there's various different ways you can contour your nose. You always want to get the top side of the bridge, like where you see me doing now. Some people will do that, but then bring it down on top of the point here. I may do that next time just to have a more chiseled nose. But I am not today. And then just kind of round it on the tip a little bit there. And I'm going to bring this up into my brow bone, just because I want to add a little more structure to my face. All right. And then now it is time for the powder. Take my huge Sebastian powder brush. I'm not really worrying about my eyelid area. I like that to have a little bit of stickiness from my foundation and my concealer. If you do powder your eyes, that is totally fine. With you planning on doing eyeshadow. If you're not gonna do eyeshadow, then by all means, powder that area, because you want all that powder on there, whether it be your loose powder or your pressed compacted powder. You want, because this is what sets your pretty much what sets your foundation. Do. Had to lean out of frame there for a moment. All right, I am going to start with the crease brow bone area, and I have no idea what color this is that I'm using from MAC because it's in a build your own palette tin. It's like a mauve-y gray color, so I'm going to use it. And then since I can't find my, oh, there it is, what I'm looking for. I'm really drawn to like that cat eye shape when it comes to eyeshadow looks. So I always like to have something with a flat line. You can use like a business card or a piece like a postcard or something. And I always like to go in from where my corner of my eye sets, so that way I can get that winged look, and then just go across the brow bone there. I hope I'm not blocking the view for you to see well, because that's another thing that I'm learning off of, is seeing the angle of the camera, and sometimes I don't really notice all of it until after it's too late and I've uploaded the video. So if that happens, I'm really sorry. Oh, that's pretty. It's like I cut the crease without cutting the crease. I'm not sure if I'm using that term correctly for what I did, but yeah. All right. So we're going to do pretty much the same thing on the other side, only I'm not going to use the side that I had against my face on the other side, just in case there's color on that, because I don't want to accidentally get it on there. Ooh, I think I'm really liking this color. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my gosh, that's looking really awesome. Or at least I think it is. All right. Now I am going to go in with a crease brush. I think this is the one that I want. JS6. Nope. That's my blender. JS9. Fluffer crease. Okay, that's the one that I want. Actually, no, I don't. I can't make up my mind. Actually, yeah, I do. Sorry, guys. We're gonna go in with my little experiment, my 5 or 6 different color mix in. That little hot speckled spot there, that one right there that looks like a white silver, that color's Forgery. That's mixed in there. There's Electric Eel in here, there's Humid, New Crop, and I want to say Into the Woods, I think is the other color, or maybe it's Lunar. I can't remember, but yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. Fun little experiment. So some time ago, story about why I did this. I can't remember if it was Facebook or what, but you know, you watch one of those little videos on Facebook and then all of a sudden it gets done and then the next one automatically pops up. And then next thing you know, you're sucked into the vortex of watching Facebook videos because they just keep going and going to the next video. Well, one of those little do-it-yourself, DIY, makeup things said to you grind up what's left and create like different colors and then put like a little splash of rubbing alcohol in there and then press it back and you've got a pressed compact again. So I thought, oh, only I think the demonstration was with compressed powder, setting powder. And I thought, that might be kind of fun to do with my eyeshadows. So I actually tried it the other day. And thought, let's see what happens. Let's see what color it becomes. Fun little happy experiment of sorts. So I'm basically, with this little experiment color, I am getting the little triangle section next to my tear duct and getting that whole section, but just focusing mainly on my crease. Not worrying if it goes on the whole eyelid because I have intentions of putting another color there. Now, while I am rocking back and forth on my crease here, I am not going past the section where I had previously laid down my previous color because that is my baseline on where to stop. I'm just gently tapping this in there because I don't know how much fallout is going to happen with this because I want to keep it as much as possible. really digging this color. Oh my goodness. It's feeling very earthy. And I'm loving it. Oh my gosh. Awesome. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and pat that across my lid with the same brush. Just to kind of buff that out a little bit, get a slight little blend with it too. I'm going to go back in with my first color that I used with the first brush that I used, and go back across that brow bone area. I am digging it so far. With the way that the light is shining in my room here. It's really like, I wish you could see how it looks like in person. This is amazing. All right. Decisions. That's the best part about these demonstrations, is you think you're going to plan something and then you end up kind of going in a different direction with it, which is why it's great that makeup is its own form of art at the same time. Actually, I think I'm going to go in with the color that I'm using as a blush. We're going to use it, and we are going to got to dig in for a blush brush. Oh my God. Good old Little Mermaid thing. This has got some good weight to it, by the way. Got this at Hot Topic. Absolutely love it. So when I did my little experiment, some of my pans were literally down to the grid like this, and I scraped it out. So fun little experiment if you want to try it. Put it like on a paper plate, mix it together and whatnot. And then put it back in the pan that you're planning on using it in, and then add your dribble of rubbing alcohol. But do it in a spot where it's easy to clean up your mess, because if you are not careful with your work, it can easily be very messy. So keep that in mind if you decide to try that experiment. just gonna go ahead and brush that over my contoured areas because screw it. So much for a soft look, right? Don't try that with a big brush at home, by the way, unless you're experienced with it, because it could go so wrong so quickly. Just saying. So keep that in the back of your bonnet. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and all you royals in between, whether it be they, thems, or I'm a non-conforming person and use the gender I was assigned at birth, like myself, which that's non-conforming, gender creative, same thing. But non-binary, very different, just saying. So I'm going to go back in with the first color I used, and I'm going to try something that I haven't tried on myself yet, which is a fun little experiment. I am taking a small flat brush. This is Jeffree Star Morphe's JS10. And I am going to go under my eye along my waterline area. Little tappy tap inside the pan again. Doo doo. Little connection there. I am liking this so far. Oh my